Zelenskyy says Russia wired a hydroelectric dam to explode and flood 80 towns in region it may have to abandon.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russia has mined a major Ukrainian hydroelectric dam and is ready to flood dozens of towns in an attack it would blame on Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelenskyy claimed on Thursday. Russia is doing this in order to organize another false flag operation, Zelenskyy claimed, asserting that Russia would seek to blame a collapse on Ukraine. Zelenskyy said the loss of the dam could flood a huge area and also deprive the south of Ukraine of its water supply. Zelenskyy's warning chimes with an assessment put out by the U.S. think tank the Institute for the Study of War, which said on Wednesday that Russia was likely preparing a false flag attack on the dam. Russia has been signaling its claimed belief that Ukraine will launch an attack for several days. In the ISW prediction, flooding resulting from the explosion of the dam would be used by Russia to cover any retreat by its forces eastwards, and would also provide a distraction from its losses. As part of successive recent bombardments, Russia has destroyed around 30% of Ukraine's power stations, Zelenskyy said on Tuesday.
This post received a score of 50,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Russian military was already setting up for this on Russian TV 2 days ago, claiming Ukraine may flood the area and use chemical munitions.
What are chemical munition?
White phosphorus etc., which Russia has been using extensively already during their attacks this year.
White phosphorus is an incendiary weapon, causing fires and burns through skin to the bone. Chemical weapons are different: mustard gas, chlorine gas, sarin gas, etc. These weapons impede or overexcite bodily functions. Russia has access to both. They were regularly used in Syria, and both are banned under international law.
To get around this, they have been blowing up pressurized tanks of various acids since Ukraine used to make quite a bit, and it's everywhere.
They are trying to fuck up Ukraine before the winter to make their people suffer and try to give up before the spring.
Yep. It's an old Russian strategy of scorched earth. Leave nothing for their opponents to take.
It's hard to say Ukraine is taking anything. They just want to keep what's already theirs, but Russia gonna Russia.
They are gaining tanks, that's for sure. Lol.
Is not invasion. Is special delivery operation. We bring tanks and Ukraine army not home, so we wait. When Ukraine army come to collect tank, we go.
I wonder just how crazy this shit will get.
Putin values staying in power the most and wants to avoid bringing the war into Russia more than winning the Ukrainian war. I think it's more likely Putin is going to drag out the war to make his own people warm for more mobilization, or a peace deal that is factually a loss but can be turned into a slight win with a stupid narrative. The Russian narrative already is changing a bit. They now talk more about that Ukrainians are terrorists threatening Russia and Russians, and it's less about them being crazy Nazis. Dragging out the war also plays on the hope that Western support goes down faster than the Russian war chest.
I'm sure he is more shocked than anyone in the world about how much support Ukraine is getting. Zelenskyy staying and the Ukrainians actually fighting back was a shock to literally everyone. This would have been a completely different campaign if the paratrooper raid on his house that first night hadn't failed.
Just one of countless examples of Russia's disastrous underestimating of Ukraine's ability to resist them. Those paratroopers were slaughtered.
I still remember when news crews were chatting with Russian paratroopers at one of the airports, completely unaware they were Russian for a good handful of minutes because of how bloss they were. Of all the laughing stocks Russia has had, the paratrooper usage was maybe the most embarrassing.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.